I'm going to show you 3 techniques for adding amazing texture in your projects using gelatos and whipped spackle. The first one is a dry technique, and I've already put gesso down on my watercolor paper. I'm just going to add the whipped spackle. It is a nice fluffy texture, and I'm using a palette knife. I'm just going to take that on the back of the palette knife and spread it right onto the paper. Now, to get some good texture, I'm going to let that palette knife really work and add that texture in. Now I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to go ahead and blend gelatos onto the paper. The first technique is a dry technique. With the gelato, I'm just going to take it and scribble right onto this textured paper I've created. I'm going to add another color. Now with our dry technique, I'm simply going to use my finger and blend these colors right into that texture. And you can see how that starts to create a beautiful look. But if I add water, I can move this color a little bit differently. So here I'm going to take my brush with some water in it, and I'm simply going to move that color a little differently, and that gives a wonderful look right there. Now that's your wet technique. The next technique I want to show you is mixing a little bit of gelatos with the whipped spackle. I've already got my gelato ready right here. I'm just going to add a little of that spackle on my silicone tray, again using the palette knife, and mix that together. Now I can I've done this also with 2 other colors, and I want to use those colors together. So I'm going to pick up just a little bit of this orange and this red and blend it right onto the center of my drawing. And that's going to give me some texture into a design. And that's 3 techniques for how to use gelatos with whipped spackle.